are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. You are a winner, feel no pain. You are a winner, feel no pain. Yeah, I woke up feeling like a champion. Every move I make, I got the stamina. Eyes on the prize, never lose sight. Grinding every day, pushing through the night. Got the fire in my soul, never back down. In the ring of life, I'm the one with the crown. Sweat and tears, yeah, I paid the cost. Every battle fought, I'm never lost. Hit the ball, feel no winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. Every challenge met, every goal in sight. In the gym, on the grind, it's a warrior's fight. From the bottom to the top, yeah, I've been there. With the heart of a lion, I face the dare. No fear, no limits, just pure drive. In the race of life, I'm alive. With every push, with every strain, I'm a winner, feel the gain. Hit the road, feel the power. In this moment, it's our hour. Rise above, break the chain. You a winner, feel no pain. You are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. In this moment, own your name. You are a winner in this game. You are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. Stand tall, in the gym, on the grind, it's a warrior's fight. From the bottom to the top, yeah, I've been there. With the heart of a lion, I face the dare. No fear, no limits, just pure drive. In the race of life, I'm alive. With every push, with every strain, I'm a winner, feel the gain. In the mirror, what do you see? Out in the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back again to your favorite platform. Yeah, BC Sports Live, brought to you by BlueClouds Media, your trusted source for comprehensive shows. We for a crucial discussion on the latest developments shaping Chelsea Football Club's transfer strategy. Absolutely. This summer window is heating up, and we have a lot of significant reports to discuss on today's show. Our target today, most of our focus is going to be Nicholas Jackson. Today we will be involved in situations surrounding Nick Jackson, Chelsea, such as DiMaggio indicating potential interest from Juventus. Currently, we will dive into the highly anticipated news regarding Chelsea's accelerating pursuit of Juventus' promising talent, Kenan Yildiz. It's not just I almost said Kenan Yildiz. I think Kenan Yildiz. Yeah, that's the name, Kenan Yildiz. There's a lot to talk on the show. So Nicholas Jackson is on our book today to talk about, and also Kenan Yildiz is the player we will be talking about on the show today. So Cole Palmer joining us here on the show today. I always say that we'll encourage you, all viewers here joining us on the live chat, share your insight and also post your questions as we navigate through pivotal transfer narrative. It's very, very important for us. Your questions, your comments, getting engaged in the comment section below is very, very important to us. We're seeing JC Cole Palmer in there. Guys, do not go anywhere. Nate Zion is here. Stephen G is also in the studio with us here. So get your comments coming, get your questions coming. All right, people, let me turn my volume off so I don't distract you guys from what I'm saying, or it won't get messed up here. All right, so stick with us. Do not go anywhere. Nate Zion, Stephen G, and we have I think I'll say how will I say it? All right, surprise guest here in the studio, behind the scene. You'll see him after we get back from the short break. We'll be right back. All right, gentlemen, welcome back. Welcome back to the studio. We have Steven up there, and we have Joseph down here. Yes, we got 3-man studio today. First time starting the show with Joseph. Let me go to him. Let me welcome him first before I go to my co-pilot Stephen G out there. Yusuf, welcome back to the show. Yusuf has his own channel. He's a football guy himself. Welcome back to the show. How's your day going, sir?
Mate, first of all, thank you very much for having me on. It's a pleasure. By the way, if I somehow lag or anything, it's by the way, I've got internet issues here in my home country in Romania. So apologies if anything like that happens. But yeah, it's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure. Yeah, I'm doing okay. As Neil's just said, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Yosef Chelsea Blues, as that's why it's my hashtag. And yeah, I did a video on Bradley Barcola possibly being linked with us, and I did a bit of a short on Mohamed Kudus as well. So yeah, lots of content on my channel to go and have a look at.
Thank you very much. We have Yusuf. Yusuf is trying to grow his his channel. So yeah, give it a try. Support it. Yusuf, can you send a message in the comment section so people can just click that 3 dots and then it'll take them straight to your comment. If you have a chance, you can send a message in the comment section below. So yeah, then we go to my main man himself, Stephen G. Stephen G, welcome back, bro. You all right?
Yeah, doing good. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. I can't complain. Another day, I'm able to see. I always say if you go to bed, you wake up and you can hear those beautiful birds singing and talking, then you have to be happy that you're alive and be grateful that you're part of the living. So yeah, I'm very, very happy to be part of the living. I'm here to get it going as we do each and every day. Hopefully we have a wonderful stream today. Tiflos Amwa Cabina, Tiflos Amwa Cabina, I'm sure that's the name. Big up to you, Tiflos, for joining us. Wherever you're joining us from, let us know where you're watching the stream from. He says a good evening to you. The Chelsea we know in the olden days under the ownership of Roman Abramovich is over. Absolutely, we have to understand that, but we still need our new current owners to act like this football club is a big club, not a small club. For us to be bringing in, little kids, they have to bring in players that are ready to finish the job or get a job done. We have enough kid, but we're gonna say stop for these little kids. We want more, proven players to beef up the squad. We have enough. So more from Cole Palmer. JC said, big up. Are we winning tomorrow? You could tell. I know Esperance Tunis is a very, very good side. They could be difficult to break, but with the experience and quality of Chelsea players, they should be able to win over Esperance Tunis, bro. I know we can do that. JC. But yeah, Palmer said Jackson can leave from Palmer. Cole Palmer said Jackson can leave. This not the real Cole Palmer. I know this is not a real Cole Palmer. I absolutely know that. Cole Palmer will be busy training right now for a Club World Cup game tomorrow. He won't be here. But anyway, I'm glad to have you, Cole Palmer, on the show. We are very, very silent in the transfer market. I think they're trying to focus on the game. And if there is something going on, definitely we will find the news. There's been some few rumors, and the news on Kenan, I think, what's his name again?
Yildiz.
How does this? What was that?
Yildiz. I
Is
think
it
that's how you
Jonas?
pronounce it. I'm not 100% certain if that's how you pronounce it. I'm just guessing at this point.
I think I did. I found the pronunciation online on YouTube, and it was saying Yunus. Yeah, Kenan Yunus. I mean, it was coming from Damasio, an Italian publication. So I took it like a pinch of salt, but it deserves some attention to talk about it on this platform. How good this guy is. But before we get it, I've been talking way too much. Let's start from Steve. Steven, you might have seen the news on these talented player, young talented Juventus player. From what I'm saying, he has a contract until 2029. Price tag or market value on transfer markets is 50 million. I don't know what you've seen and how, would you recommend Chelsea signing this player?
Yeah, I've not seen a lot. I can't say I have. I'm not going to lie to our audience for obvious reasons because we want to give them the truth here. So I've not seen much.
Absolutely.
If I'm not mistaken, he scored a brace the other day in Juventus's game in the Club World Cup. I know that. But yeah, I've not really had time to sort of sit down and watch a lot of him. I know he's Turkish international, if I remember rightly, but yeah, I've not had time to watch him. Plus, to be honest, ideally, I don't want him. I don't want another person that's coming from the Italian league that's young. I mean, anyone that's young at this point, like, we don't need that. We don't really have. Okay, you've got Neto who can play left and right. But ideally, I want an experienced left-sided option, right?
Yeah.
So if we could actually switch our brains on as sporting direct, well, not us, but if the sporting directors at the club can switch their brains on and actually realize we need some experience somewhere in this team, that'd be a massive help. But we all know what they're like, so I can't see it happening. So who knows? I don't know for sure if he signed the extension to 2029 yet. I saw that there was talk that he's getting offered a contract, and I don't know if he's actually signed it yet. But there's reports that do say he's got a release clause, which is around £50 million. So there's that as well.
Very interesting. Let's see rumors on social media regarding Kenan. This player. So, what's your take on it? Would you want to see him at Chelsea?
Not seen enough of him. Oh wait, I didn't know who you're on about because it cut out. My bad.
Sorry. Let me change this view for a second. So yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. I haven't seen much of him. So, same as what Steven says. Yeah, I do know that he got a brace in the game that Juventus played, but I remember actually watching that and thinking he actually played quite well in that, but I'm not so sure if he's the real deal for us. I'm not so sure if that's because we've heard this I don't know how to say it, this saying that people say, is this player going to be a needle mover for us? I'm not sure if Yildiz is that guy. I'm not so sure, if I'm being honest. I don't think he is. I think a player I think Barcola, like I said earlier, would be a good option for us, or even a Nico Williams, but it looks like he's going to Barcelona anyway, or Bayern Munich are actually in the race for that as well. But yeah, I just don't think Yildiz is that guy, if I'm being honest.
I mean, I've watched him. I've watched a few highlights from him, and usually when you watch highlights from players, they always look electrified and beautiful. From what I'm seeing, if Chelsea are still going for young players like they've been doing in the past, I would say I prefer the going for this player because, how will I say, nothing has really changed. He looks excited. It looks, it looks like he can do a job. Because he's not scared of taking a man on. He's also very, very good with both feet. Strong on the left foot and strong also on the right foot. But he plays as a left winger. So, from what I've seen, I will sign him. I will bring him on, to be honest with you, because I've seen a lot of highlights. I sat down for half an hour going through lots of highlights on YouTube and also on X, whatever I can find. I want to see what this guy is all about. It looks very, very, very exciting. If we believe that, what's his name again? Is he the guy that Chelsea just brought in to be Moses Caicedo replacement? If he's that good, then I'll say this guy is also good. Go and sign him. Other than that, who else do we have? There are other guys there, but will Chelsea bring those guys in? If they're going to bring a young player in, then I prefer to go for this player. That's what I will say. But I said enough is enough, but they won't listen. There's very little I can do as a sit here. There's very, very little I can do. But I believe that if he's going to be the right signing, he looks good. He looks good.
Yeah, like I said, I've not seen enough of him to make
Yes, David. You need to see more highlights on this player, then you will be convinced.
Nani, you know me. I ain't judging based off highlights. You know me.
Well, we're not gonna see games. It's transfer rumors.
If Juventus games are on at a decent time, I can watch Juventus games.
That's the only time right now.
Yeah, but my point is, anyone could look good in highlights. You can make a League 2 player look elite in highlights. That's why I try to avoid highlights. Or worst case scenario, I'll watch 1 or 2 games and then I'll watch highlights on top of that. Because at that point, I've got some sort of idea of what they're about. Yeah. If that makes sense, because I've seen like 2 full games from them. So that's the only sort of time I start going towards highlights is when I've seen some games of them. But otherwise, I try to avoid it as like my main source of information because anyone can look good. Like, bro, you could have someone who's like 9th tier look elite in the highlights. So that's why I try to avoid them.
My main point is, sorry, Yusuf. My main point here is he's not scared of taking players on. We've seen Jadon Sancho, we've seen Timo Werner, those kind of players. But this guy is not really scared on dribbling, taking players on, creating chances for players in the 18 or whatever he found himself. He is just that good. And if we are going to bring in young players like we've done in the past and we're still doing it, I would say this is a guy that we have to look at. You get what I'm saying? The one what's the name of the player that we brought in to be a Caicedo backup to Lavia? Yeah. We also look at highlights, didn't we? We didn't see him playing live against Chelsea or FC Sporting CP playing against Chelsea or wherever. But then we look at highlights, what he can do, and we said, this boy can be a good replacement. The same way, I want you guys to look at it that way and also be able to say, okay, is it worth bringing him in? Because most of the time, all the players that we bring into the football club, we use highlights, and sometimes highlight doesn't tell us all the truth. All right, go ahead, Yusuf.
Yeah, I was literally about to echo Stephen's point there. You could literally right, I'm 18, yeah, and I play football at like a sort of like level. Like you could make someone like my age, okay, when I say my age, people are going to bring up the point. Lamine Yamal's younger than you. Okay, I get the point. But and that's why I keep thinking
Lamine Yamal's an exception.
That's what I'm about to say because Lamine Yamal's an exception. But I could make you could literally look at clips of like a 15-year-old and they could look one of like the best players in the world.
Yeah.
You
pick up a few cut and paste. A few cut and paste of little skills that they do. But this guy playing the highest level. It's not just like an amateur player or a player that we've never had before, maybe playing the Brazilian league. People also don't, rate the Brazilian league, but we've seen the development of the competition will tell you. The World Club competition going on right now will tell you that the Brazilian league is a very, very strong league that people have to pay attention to. It's been always good, but for a few years now, Brazilian league has been bad, especially the Brazilian national team has not been that good. But my main objective is I want you guys to, when the stream is over, find some few clips on it. Don't judge him based on just the clips that you're watching, but watch what he can do and see if you would like to give this guy a chance. That's where that's my motive of why I think that he could be a good player. Just look at him. Look at what he can do. He's not scared. If a player is scared, you can tell that they're always backing up, but he is directly at you. He's taking you on like Eden Hazard. If you see how Eden Hazard plays, I'm not comparing him to Eden Hazard, but if you see how Hazard play, you can tell that there's a talent in this guy. So that's all I'm just trying to say. But you know, Steven, I'm sure you've seen more of his left foot and right foot at the same time, which tells you he can play on the left hand side, he can play on the right hand side at the same time, just like Pedro Neto. I'm not sure if Pedro is one-footed player. Is Pedro one-footed player, left-footed player?
Can't even remember at this point. I'm so tired today. My brain don't want to function. I mean, Neto's played on both sides. That is the thing.
He's left-footed. He's left-footed, I'm pretty sure, but he can play right wing and left wing.
To be fair, his 2 goals in the Club World Cup, one's come with each foot.
No, I've seen the first. I remember the first goal. The
first goal was his left foot because it was near post.
Yeah.
The second one was one-on-one with the keeper, and he hits it with his right foot around the keeper.
Yeah, I just remember.
He scored one with each foot. Both his goals, one of each foot.
Yeah.
I forgot what I was just checking as well. Oh yeah, just quickly. So one Maresca's conference is in about 45 minutes. He won't be on time. No Chelsea manager's ever on time. So it'll probably be another 15 minutes later than that. So about an hour's time.
Fair point.
You at 8 p.m. UK time, so in a couple of hours, you've got Atletico Madrid versus Botafogo and Seattle Sounders versus PSG as Group B finish off their group stages. I'm pointing this out because PSG are at risk of not making it through to an extent, right? Because although they beat Atletico Madrid, yeah, Botafogo beat PSG. So if Atletico Madrid beat Botafogo, I think it was by less than 3 goals. So 1-0, 2-0, 2-1, 3-2, something like that. Yeah. Basically anything under than 3 goals and PSG still win, it'd be Botafogo and Atletico Madrid going through. I say this because if Chelsea get through their round of 16 game, we're playing one of PSG, Atletico Madrid or Botafogo, depending who finishes where in that group. So something to keep an eye on tonight is how that group finishes. Then tomorrow at 8 p.m., you've got the Bayern Munich Benfica game and Auckland City versus Boca Juniors. That group is who Chelsea will play should they do what is expected and get at least a draw. That's the group that Chelsea play in the round of 16. So today and tomorrow, we got to keep an eye on those 2 groups. 2 a.m. UK time, there's also Group A, so Inter Miami versus Palmeiras and Porto versus Al Ahly. Inter Miami versus Palmeiras to decide who finishes top of that group.
That'd be a good game to watch.
That's also a potential Chelsea opponent for quarterfinal as well. So the next 3 lots of games, so 8 p.m. tonight, 2 a.m. UK time, and then 8 p.m. tomorrow. All groups where Chelsea could face a team from there in the next 2 rounds. So even if you don't watch the games, guys, because obviously being from UK myself, my sleep pattern's messed up. I'll probably be awake at 2 a.m. I can watch, yeah? But for anyone who isn't, just like when you wake up, keep an eye who finished where, what side of the bracket they're going to be on, because obviously that impacts Chelsea.
For the last Chelsea game, because I'm in Romania, I'd have to be awake at 4 a.m. So,
what time's kickoff for you? Is kickoff at 4 a.m. or is it a bit later?
It's 4 a.m. We're 2 hours ahead of the UK.
Okay, so you have to be up slightly before for the kickoff will be at 4. I got you now. The word didn't confuse me. I thought you meant like you were slightly further than 2 hours ahead. So you were like, I got you up at this time, so I'm ready for it.
Yeah.
I get what you mean.
So he's 6 hours ahead of me. Because you're 5. And he's 2 hours ahead of the UK.
7.
Sorry, 7.
You're
7.
5 hours behind me.
Yeah.
He's 2 hours ahead of me.
Yeah, so he's 7. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. But let's, Steven, I was saying this. There's also another news regarding Juventus showing interest, Napoli showing interest on Nicholas Jackson.
Yeah.
Could that be that Chelsea could make Nicholas Jackson the other way, or keep Nicholas Jackson and bring in this young talented player? We've said enough of these young kids, but I don't know how confident that, or I don't know how reliable these sources are on this guy linked with Chelsea. But Nicholas Jackson, the guy on the table, he has some disciplinary issues with Chelsea. His behavior hasn't been that good. He hasn't helped the team for, for some. I mean, he's been helping the team, but he has some disciplinary issues. Do you think that that could be the reason why he's been? I mean, Napoli have check into his availability if Chelsea are willing to offload him. Nicholas Jackson, Juventus are interested, Napoli interested. Could it be a swap deal, or could they do a deal where the price tag will be reduced for Chelsea to get these players as winger, as they need a winger, to get him and also Nicholas Jackson the other way?
I've seen reports that say that Chelsea won about 55 to 60 million euros. I can't remember who reported it, so I can't tell you off the top of my head if it was reliable or not. But put it this way:
I will
if
say,
Chelsea
no,
won
I know who
55 to 60
reported
million
it.
euros, yeah, no Italian clubs paying that because they're stingy mother truckers.
Hold on a second, Yusuf. Then when Steven land, you jump in, okay?
Oh no, that was it. It was literally, I've seen a report. I can't remember who from, so I can't say reliability.
Let's use it.
It's 55 to 60 million euros apparently Chelsea would want for Jackson, and no Italian clubs playing that because they're stingy mother truckers.
Yusuf, who reported that? Where do you see that report from? Yeah.
The thing is, this is what Steven just said. Like, he doesn't know if it's reliable or not. But apparently, Fabrizio Romano has said it.
Has he?
No, I don't think so.
Apparently,
that would have been everywhere. I've not seen Romano say it.
Because before we came live, I was checking my resources and see if any of them have reported the Jackson, but no one has ever put anything up there. So I wasn't so sure if.
I'm actually like, I'm pretty sure it was him, but I'm just gonna have a double check now.
Okay. Very interesting. Big up to and good evening to you, Bobby Smokey Sick. Now, big up to you, Bobby. I hope you are keeping very, very well back home in the UK. Bobby said, "We are Chelsea. We are Chelsea dragging the transfer dealings as usual. Things have been very, very quiet. But Bobby, I'm not so sure if you've seen this player." Or the rumors related to Chelsea transfer. Nicholas Jackson, where do you stand on this player, Bobby? Would you prefer that Chelsea offload him from the football club and bring in someone that can be more utilized on our left-hand side as winger? The club need a left-back replacement. The club need I think from what I'm hearing, they are not in for a goalkeeper. So I don't think Chelsea will be going back for Mark Manier. They're okay with Robert Sanchez. But will you keep Jackson? I know he's a good player. He's a good player off the ball and on the ball. He is that good. But as a striker, we know it's a no-no for us. But would you prioritize let him go to bring in a natural winger for that position? And also, what have you heard about these Kenan Yildiz? Yildiz is the name. He is, I think, Turkish and German born, but he plays for the Turkish national team. Juventus youngster, very, very direct, very skillful winger. He's good with both feet, but he plays on the left-hand side. It means that he can be versatile, plays on the right side and the left side at the same time, just like Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto is one-footed player. His strength is on his left foot, but this guy is more of he uses both, but he plays on the left. Not sure what you think your take on these player. So, guys, if you're watching this live, let us know what you think of today's news. Nicholas Jackson reports and rumors are saying Chelsea are willing to listen to offers to let him go. And also, these Kenan Yildiz also being linked with Chelsea. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think of it.
I just looked. I can't find it on Romano's Twitter page.
Yeah, like I said, I went to Romano's before going live, and there was no report on Jackson's. On Jackson. Yeah.
I'm gonna
go ahead.
I'm gonna counter. Right. I've literally just found where. Right. Okay. I'm gonna share. I'm gonna share it now.
Okay.
Hang on. Wait. This is where I saw it. Like there.
Is it someone making his own news? All right. Let me see. Yeah.
I don't know, but he said that. He said this.
Oh, he said it on a YouTube video, maybe. But then normally he tweets it as well, so I don't know.
he might he might, because some topics he doesn't say like in a YouTube video, but he just tweets it.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
or actually, no, the other way around. He doesn't tweet it, but he says it in a YouTube video.
Yeah, he said in a YouTube video.
If you get what I mean.
Was he really scared of? Was he really scared of tweeting it if he knows the valuation of Nicholas
If
Jackson?
I was him, I would be as well, bro. Do you know why? Because of what happened the other day.
Yeah.
The other day, for the record, for anyone that's not aware, the other day he done a video on his YouTube channel and he said like Chelsea are looking at goalkeepers, see if they go back in for Mike Mignon, and then he tweeted out Chelsea are not looking at goalkeepers. Yeah, somebody, one of the Chelsea directors or something, called him up, gone, "You're in trouble, mate. Shut up. Fix this now." Because it was within half an hour or so as well. Like he said one thing, then he said the other. Like it's like, oh no, they're not doing it. They're not doing it. Well, why did you say it in your YouTube video then?
Yeah,
like which one
that's
is it?
what baffled me.
Yeah. But a lot of his sources are like agents and stuff. So
I don't know if they can take him on, or maybe he doesn't have. I don't know if they can take him on for putting up false information on public. Can people take him on? Can the club take him on? Or can the club issue a message of not to report anything related to Chelsea? Can that happen?
They can't say don't report on us.
Because you putting that, it looks like he's putting false information out there.
Well, no, just within half an hour or so he contradicted himself, which means someone's clearly been on the phone going, "What are you doing? Shut up."
Because there's been also reports that says that Chelsea never made an inquiry of Mark Mignon. They've never had that in mind.
Plenty of reliable people said we have.
So I'm not so sure where exactly we stand on it, because there's been saying
Chelsea
never did that. Chelsea never put a bid in. Chelsea never did. They were confident with Robert Sanchez from day one.
No, my favorite one, was Maresca wants Mike Mignon, so Chelsea are looking at him. Yeah.
Yes,
we
sir.
then got the Chelsea are happy with all four goalkeepers. They'll evaluate Petrovic, Sanchez, Jorgensen, and I think it was Penders was the other one in the USA. Then we got the Petrovic is up for sale. Then we got Romano's video saying Chelsea are looking at goalkeepers. They've been offered goalkeepers. Then half hour after that one, bear in mind these are all different days, but the video and the tweet contradicting on the same day, like 2 days ago. We then got the tweet saying they're not doing that for goalkeepers. So it smells very fishy. It smells like something's going to happen. It smells like a goalkeeper's coming in. Also, if we don't go for a goalkeeper after watching the last situation with our defense and Sanchez, then what are we doing? It is just very funny to me how we went from, they're happy to, oh yeah, Maresca wants this guy, to, no, they're happy with everyone, to Petrovic is going, to, oh, they're back to looking at goalkeeper, to, oh no, they're not. I've messed up. Like,
they literally,
how does that happen?
They literally think the fans are stupid. They think we've got goldfish memory. Like that's not even a joke. That's not even a joke. Like it's like they've done this before. They've done this before. Do you know that how we said what's it called? The owners are like, oh, top four was never the target. But then Maresca's like, oh no, top four was always the target. And then he goes back on it. Like, what is this? This club is PRFC. We are PRFC.
No, they can't. The thing is, when they started, the PR was somewhat believable, And as time's gone on, it's got less and less like believable. Like I've not believed it for there's a lot of stuff I've not believed. Even from the beginning, there's a lot of stuff that they've said that I haven't believed. There's some stuff I'm like, you know what, that kind of makes sense. But recently, flipping Egbali and Nemlot and the sporting directors can't even do PR right, which was the only thing they could consistently get semi-accurate and semi-right. Like, how have you gone from at least being semi-okay at that to yeah, we are just shocking at it now. Like the one thing they were actually somewhat good at, they can't even do that now.
Next time, I think what I should do next time I see Egbali in person, I should tell him that at least do your PR properly, because I've actually I've seen him twice in person, and I'm not gonna say the experience is live on here, but I'll just say they weren't good.
Yeah, I've seen Egbali once before. I think was it 3 seasons ago? That was when they took over. Yeah, 3 seasons ago. But yeah, very interesting. Yeah, yes, sir.
You've got Bowley, who seems okay talking to fans. You've got Egbali, who definitely doesn't want to talk to the fans. And then you've got Hans Jørgvis that was happy to talk to the fan channel.
Right. Yeah. Look, what Stevens just said there. Bedard Egbali not talking to the fans. There's video proof that he's done that. I don't know if you don't know Chelsea Fan TV, do you?
Yeah. But that's who it was. They were asking for a comment, but at the same time, I think I said
after the Legia Warsaw game. After the Legia Warsaw game. Yeah, after the Legia Warsaw game, I was holding the light for them. And I saw Egbali. I was like, oh, I'm so tempted to just run up to him and be like, what did you just make of Chelsea 1, Legia Warsaw 2? And obviously I couldn't. But then, he just walks off and doesn't even acknowledge that we're there.
I think he had got abuse on the way out. So if I was him, I wouldn't want to comment at that point either. But it's the fact that
I was going to say,
at no point has he commented. Like, if he hadn't got abuse and hadn't commented, it's a different conversation, right? But apparently he was getting like loads of stuff shouted at him and stuff. So I wouldn't talk either. But at no point has he talked. I think Bowley's done 1 or 2 where he's spoken. Hans Jørgvis has spoken recently as well. Egbali's the only one that hasn't at any point spoken, that's been to the games. Like Mark Walter hasn't been to games, so he's not commented. Yeah. But the other 3, 2 have commented, 1 has not. Feliciano, you don't really see around anyway, so he hasn't either. Yeah. But he's part of Clear Lake and Egbali. So make of that what you will.
Thank you very much, Stephen G. Bobby Smokey Signal said, to be honest, because there's no news and Chelsea are doing their best to hide transfer dealings. People are just inventing stuff about Chelsea. Players create sense and sensation. Nothing in the Jackson news. That's from what Bobby
just quickly on nothing that one,
Yeah.
You remember the other day I said on a stream that there's a person who I speak to, yeah? Well, I don't really speak to, I know of, and they put some stuff out, yeah? And I can't remember if they put it on Twitter or not, but they basically said they've spoken to journalists who have said, like, sometimes, like, them or the editors, like, will put stuff out. Well, the editors are said to put stuff out, or they themselves will just put stuff out mentioning Chelsea because they know how much interaction it get, no matter whether it's a positive thing or a negative thing. Mm-hmm. So they just put stuff to put Chelsea's name in just because they know that there'll be loads of interaction and stuff and it'll get a reaction. It proves our point.
Yeah, it does. It does. Bobby said nothing in any of these rumors. People are investing.
I think he means inventing, not investing.
Yeah, inventing stuff because there's no real news out there, which is absolutely true. I found it difficult to even get something very, very... After I got the news, I was making few research. I went to Einstein and see, I'm going to go there and see if any of these people have said anything regarding these rumors. And I didn't find much besides what Yusuf just showed to us. And also Bobby said, why do fans think the owners need to talk to them randomly on the street? Stop harassing them. It's ridiculous. Absolutely. Steven, remember we did talk about this. I was like, look at the reaction. Do you expect Bedard Egbali to stop on the sidewalk?
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. He was getting stuff shouted at him, so yeah, I wouldn't stop either in that situation.
It is very, very rude. And I was like, we don't do that here in America. We don't do that.
I think if he was approached in the right way, maybe he comments, but it's Egbali, so I don't know. Whereas with Bowley, you do see sometimes that he interacts with people and he would comment. Exactly. So with Bowley, I'd be more confident in saying, like, excuse me, can I ask you something? Whereas Egbali, I'm like, it's not really worth attempting because he'd probably just ignore you and pretend you don't exist.
And then
Which
also
technically it's his right to do. He doesn't have to comment, but at the same time, whilst he doesn't have to comment, I think the point of most fans is you are, as the club, I'm sure even the owners are aware and they probably get told these are some of like the fan channels that are big and stuff like this. So they're probably aware of who certain people are. Yeah. So in my mind, whilst he doesn't have to comment, I'd also, if I was him, think, hang on, it's a big platform. I could try and put things across and make things right to sort of try to get people to understand, if that makes sense.
I think that's what Hansel Gwish tried to do.
Yeah. This, actually, the interesting thing about that, and I told Nee at the time, was that he said that the preference, I don't think he spoke for all, but he said like the main preference, I think he said, was to move to old school. And they're trying to see if they can get it done.
Yeah.
But that's because it makes most sense because you can get a bigger build there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, definitely.
But that's what I think, just in comment to like Bobby's thing about why do fans think owners need to talk to them randomly. It's not so much that thinking that as such, it's a case of, you know, the fans are angry, yeah? So you know that it's you probably most likely know it's a big platform that is asking you to comment. So you could technically say, okay, this is what we're trying to do. This is why we're trying to do it. Yeah? So you can kind of get your idea across and try to explain it. Whether or not people take it positively or negatively, you can't control. But you've sort of done your bit to finally comment publicly on the situation and why you're trying to do certain things. So you can kind of try to get people to understand your perspective.
And Stephen, I can even say this. Before the camera even got close or take a picture or a video of him walking around, the kind of words that were being used against him on his way, you could tell that, no, if it was me, I'm never even going to stop.
If he stopped, he would have been surrounded. It would have got hostile, I think.
Yeah. It would be, yeah, that's right. So it was good that he didn't stop to even listen to them. Because at that time, there were so many rumors that these owners don't stand and listen to, they don't listen to the fans, they don't talk to the fans, they don't do that, they don't do that. And the people around, it will be very, very bad for him to stop and say, I'm going to say this, I'm going to say this, because I had someone saying this. These are the kind of people that they're in charge of our football club, and they were using some bad words, which I don't want to use it. I had it in the background, and the camera did not give us the whole, image or the amount of people at that moment, or amount of people there where they could. I mean, because you said, like, I saw like 3 people around Biedadek Valley, either him himself and 2 other guys making 3. There were not that many people around him. So if something happened, probably the fans could outnumber those protecting him. So it was good idea that he didn't stop to even utter a word to the fans.
Yeah, but that's my thing, is that I think if people weren't as hostile, which I understand why some people are, but at the same time, you don't need to be shouting all sorts constantly and then going, oh, what about this? Like, that's when it doesn't work. You can think he's an idiot, you can think he's this, you can think he's that, yeah? But if you're shouting all these things and then going, oh, can I get a comment from you? Of course he's not going to give you one. Yeah. Because you or people around you have just been shouting all sorts at him. He's not going to then go, yeah, I'll give you one. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know how Bobby have a little bit of time. He can join us here for a little chat. Bobby, if you have a little time, we'd like to hear from you. If not, it's okay. We know how busy you are, Bobby. But if not, that is fine. Bobby said, however, I'm concerned about the balance of the current balance in the squad. We are overplaying Cucurella because we have no other left back and we need a rotation. Palmer sometimes, and we need
to rotate Palmer sometimes, and we need wingers.
We do. You can tell Cucurella is getting bent out now. He's getting tired. We saw his performance against Flamengo. He didn't have the best day, and it's like they want more of that game than we do. but we think that maybe we
It
can
also
have them
don't
for a
help
ride.
when a certain right back of yours just constantly lets players get behind him.
Yeah, and then it's a certain referee who was just
It
flashing the
was
card
like the Conference League
unnecessarily.
final all over again for Gusto.
Yeah.
Also, talking
mhm.
about the referee quickly,
Yeah.
we've got one that's arguably even worse for the game tomorrow night. So, fun. We're going to get loads of people yellow carded and at risk of suspension or suspended, depending on the lineup. Fun.
Glad I'm not waking up at around 3 a.m. to watch that then.
Yeah.
Yeah, this referee averages, it was 22 games, 100 and something yellow cards and 10 red cards in 22 games in like this sort of season. So it was about it was, to be more exact, it was like 5.95 yellow cards per game. Yeah. And essentially a red card every other game. Like, it's ridiculous. I'll have to see if I can find that tweet again to get it up.
Working hard for his paycheck then, isn't he?
Something like that.
Bobby said it's dangerous. Worried that they are probably worried about. Is it okay? Dangerous. It's a dangerous world. They are probably worried about talking to random people for their safety and for their words not to be misconstrued from Bobby. Bobby said he's in a public place and probably won't be able to talk freely. But next time you can join. No problem, Bobby.
No problem. Whenever you can join, then feel free. But
all right,
this was what I was referring to just quickly on it.
Go for it.
The referee has given 121 yellow cards and 10 red cards in 22 games in 2024-25. He's from Argentina as well, so maybe Enzo will be all right if Enzo plays. You never know. Enzo just calm him down or swear at him, one or the other. But yeah. But this is a very similar record to the guy we had the other day, and we all know how that turned out.
Now, I'm going to ask you guys a question. Did you guys realize that it looks like something was being said to the referee, the game against Flamengo? The referee in charge, something was being said to him, which he changed his way of refereeing in the second half, the way he was just flashing the card. He let the game flow. He made the game go in the second half. Do you think that similar thing can be done today? They will talk to officiating officials to look into the physicality of the game and know when to issue those cards.
The officiating in general throughout this tournament's been quite shocking. From the games I've watched, I've tried to watch as many games as possible. Sometimes it's possible, sometimes it's not. But yeah, some of the officiating's been atrocious. I just don't understand it. Like, we complain about English officials, but flipping heck, man. I don't understand how this happens. Like, consistently throughout this tournament, you can look at a game and go, I don't know how he's given this or he's given that, or how is that a yellow and this, that, and the other, right?
Yeah.
But I said about the referee from the other day on stream in the second half, I went, he's actually letting the game go more in the second half. And we see it at times in the Premier League as well. And even though you're not allowed your phones because the person from FIFA or the FA and all that, I think if I remember rightly, the protocol is they have to give their phone to them, so they can't look at their phone during like breaks and stuff before game and at halftime. So what happens at halftime for them to suddenly change, I don't know. But there's definitely a conversation with someone, whether that's the person who represents the organization, whether that's the Premier League, the FA, FIFA, UEFA, whatever, whether it's them or it's the assistant referees going, look, I think you're like just kind of giving a lot of things that aren't, a lot of things that are like 50-50s and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the other day, you literally go and sort of put the slightest hand on their back, not even fully extended, and they're just jumping like they've been, probably can't say that word on YouTube. You know, I can. Jumping like they've been shot at, basically. I mean, Jorginho did at one point, I think he jumped and he done a full spin midair. And I was like, what are you doing, mate? Like, it's unnecessary. But they know that the referee's got to give it if you're over dramatic.
Yeah, and then the South Americans are very, 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 familiar in doing those kind of things. Bobby said, "I don't know what Chelsea can do about the bias of match officials against the club in every competition we are in. Very, very. Chelsea doesn't get that advantage when you're playing against any other team. I don't know, because of the popularity of the football club. I'm hoping Maresca gave Santos some game time on the field of play tomorrow. That is something that every Chelsea fan is looking out for. Sometimes I feel like I have that feeling that Enzo Maresca doesn't fancy that player. I have that feeling all the time because one, you have to remember he watched him during preseason. Stephen, I know where you sound on it.
No, Nia, I've got an expanded answer on this after.
Okay. He watched this guy during preseason, and we all know he was exceptional. His performance 2 seasons ago during Maresca's first time preseason was amazing. Yeah, preseason it was good. But what did he do? He sent him to Strasbourg for a season-long loan to get developed and come back. And since he returned, he's been one of the best players in the French league. But he still can't get a game time, not even from the bench. When we're even down looking for someone to help Caicedo out, what did he do? He still did not bring Santos on. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why he's not playing him. And everyone would like to see Santos getting game time tomorrow. If it doesn't, I'm sure there will be a problem the fans will react. Journalists will also ask so many questions why he's not using that player. Cole Palmer said, I think that Noni leaving check Paez and Nkuku to maybe Gusto will follow.
I was about to literally say that there's literally just been news on Madueke.
Go ahead, Yusuf. Sorry.
Yeah, I've literally just put it in. I'm screen sharing it now, so if you wanna.
Yeah, I'll put that in. Stephen, what's your take on this Santos situation now, so we don't forget it?
So one, as much I want him to play as much as the next guy, yeah. But what people have to remember is that he hasn't played in this system, and that's not even my main thing. My main thing is, you can't walk in and just dictate minutes straight away, right? Because you've got Enzo ahead of you, you've got Caicedo, you've got Lavia. All these are top players as well when they're all fit. So you have to fight in training to get your opportunity to play in the games to show what you can do, right? I want him to play as much as the next guy. I think he starts tomorrow. Personally, I think he starts tomorrow. But you can't just walk in and go, I want to start. I want to get regular.
No, Stevie. That's not what we are saying. We're saying that he needs some opportunity.
He kind of wants.
No, from the bench.
I don't know if that's true. I'm not saying that's definitely true. I'm just saying,
Stephen, everyone is saying, why didn't he get game time?
Come in and just instantly start games. It's not how it works.
No, Stephen. This guy has been part of this team, and he's been part of his style from beginning before he sent him on loan to Strasbourg. And we're not saying he needs to start. We're saying that at least he needs some game time from the bench. We saw the first game, second game gone. He didn't get even 5 minutes from the bench, 10 minutes from the bench. That is ridiculous. And he have 6 changes. First game, he made 6 changes. 6 changes. And Santos didn't get a game time. Not 20 minutes on the bench. That's ridiculous, Steven. The first game, he should have even given a game time because it wasn't as competitive as the second game was. You get what I'm saying?
I'm just saying, like, I want him to play as much as the next guy, yeah? But we can't know the ins and outs of everything, yeah? And it's like some people are just guessing, like, oh, he doesn't like him. Well, I'm pretty sure that's not true. Otherwise, he wouldn't be on the tour in the first place. But it is what it is. Also, the other thing I'd point out, for people that are saying, oh, he's got to get sold, yeah? Players who they wanted to get sold, with the exception of like Nkunku, haven't gone on this tour, and we've known for weeks to months beforehand, even from like day one of this ownership being in. At no point has there been any indication they want to sell Santos. But every person they've wanted to and have sold, you've had that indication for at least a few weeks, if not months, beforehand. So I don't think he's getting sold. I think he'll get game time, but it's about patience, and he'll probably start tomorrow. Because remember, we had the reports that he's going to get game time in the second game. I presume that changed when the red card happened, because we did have the reports he's going to get game time in the second game.
Okay.
From someone who's at least somewhat reliable. In fact, it might have been Delaney himself, who I'd argue is somewhat reliable.
Thank you very much, Stephen G. I think the report on Pi's platform is also on our screen. But before we get into that one, let me welcome my brother JC to the channel. JC, good evening and welcome back to the channel again. How are you doing, sir?
Hi, hello, Nee. Hello, Stephen.
Hello,
I
hello,
do
JC.
not know Yusuf. Yeah.
Yusuf,
Hello.
yeah.
Yeah, you right, mate?
Good. I'm good. Have a nice evening.
What really prompted you to click on it? What's bothering you in your? JC, what are you up to?
Nothing but I'm looking forward to tomorrow's game.
Okay.
I think there'll be another interesting game where there is a slight chance. I think Delap and Neto start again up front in 4-2-2. That was what was played in the first half. And there is a chance Nkunku starts as a second striker. He could get some minutes there to check whether he fits into that system.
Okay.
And there is a slight chance that we play all four of them, like I said, of Flavia, Enzo, and Palmer. And then we have right back, left back, and two centre backs.
Okay.
But it can also be like Santos does not start again. Because when you are trying different things, you do not want to make too many changes with new players. I mean, first you have a team, you try to adjust a little bit, and then if you're trying to, and then you accommodate the new players in. I mean, it's kind of a non-news for me. Like Santos, like, okay, it's up to the manager. Whenever he feels is the right time, he will introduce him.
But
Why is
JC,
everybody nervous?
JC,
Why
I
is
was saying
everybody nervous?
he made a lot of changes in the first game against LAFC, and still we did not see him. We did not say he should start a game, but we did not see him in the game at all. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The manager is not going to introduce a player to show it to the fans. Manager is trying some things, and when the right time comes, he will introduce that player. It's the manager who's controlling the team, how to put it and what system to put in and how to play it. It's not the fans telling the team how they should be playing. It's the manager who's deciding this. And at the end of the day or season or month or end of the tournament, you evaluate, and the manager gets evaluated. So there are priorities, and then you try to fit in. You don't dictate, and everybody needs to calm down. From what I've seen is like he changed the shape, he changed the system, he tried different systems against Flamingo in the first half, in the second half. And when you're trying to do this adjustments and trying out, then you are trying to make it like in a way like with your existing squad, which has been with him for some time, and he would on purpose, like they declare, I'm taking the same team. So you would make changes, but like not totally everything would change. So I expect he will get his minutes sometimes, but I won't be surprised if it is not tomorrow. And
You won't be
I would
surprised, or you will be surprised.
I will not be surprised if he does not get even a single minute tomorrow as well.
Yeah, we all should be surprised because we don't know.
Yeah, I mean, and to be honest, if I will be disappointed, no. I mean, I am just more interested to see what system and like what adjustments he will make and what new thing he will try. Because this tournament is partly like the second game was like, as I said, like it was a free hit. It turned out into something like a preseason.
Mm-hmm.
And now this is a must-win game against Tunis, but Tunis is Tunis. Like, okay, we should be winning it anyway. And then we get more game time against Bayern Munich, probably. So, and there is no preseason. To be honest, there is no preseason. So, like Maresca has to see some things, try some things. Because
There'll
then
be
when they go back from this tournament, then they will sit again and decide like where do we stand with the squad, what do we want, what we need to bring in, who can go, who can stay. So this is the time to test these players, a new system or whatever he wants to do.
there'll be two more
And,
games at Stamford Bridge before the
and
season
Santos
starts.
may
No,
be
he's not going to play both of them. He'll
and
play one
Santos
of
may
them
be
because
one guy, and Santos may be one guy like who for him the decision has already been made. You will be here, that's it. So play the fringe players a little bit, or try different systems, or maybe you will be doing that as well. So that is also a distant possibility, not so distant possibility, I would say, because last game we saw he made changes, big changes.
I'm very, very sure everyone will be disappointed if he doesn't get game time. He doesn't get any game time. We don't get to see him into tomorrow's game. I'm very, very
Yeah,
sure.
but me,
They
I will
be.
be very honest. I support the club, not what everyone thinks.
No, it's not about not everyone think.
but also need. There's.
Yeah.
I don't care
I
what
think he will
others
play
are
tomorrow.
like disappointed. People need to like little bit be patient.
No, JC, he probably will play tomorrow because of we've got one or two of our midfielders on a yellow card, and that means that they're at risk of suspension because one more yellow
Probably
card is suspended.
then that's again giving me more interesting thing. Like okay, like if he's bringing him back, and will what will he play? 4-2-2-2-2 or like 3-4-3-5-2, 3-2-5?
Well, last game was a 4-3-3, which
No, it was like
normally
four.
supports everyone.
We had two like up front, Neto and this guy Dilap,
There
and
was a
in
4-3-3
defense we
last
were
game.
4-4-2, and in attack, okay, I mean the fullbacks were moving forward like in straight line, not like Gusto was not coming inverting in place of Reece James, and Reece James was not moving forward. So it was like Gusto was on the right side, and same was with this guy Kukurea. So it was more like a 4-2-2-2.
It was a 4-3-3. It was a 4-3-3.
4-2-2-2.
Bro, I
4-2-2-2.
know it was a 4-3-3.
Well, everyone says
And in the second half,
Yeah.
he moved it to a high line, and which became kind of a, because when you are having a high line, you cannot have opposition team having the free time to lob the ball over the defense line, which is quite high, and that's where we struggled in the new system, and then he changed Reece James, because you need the forwards and defenders to stop that pass coming out, long pass coming out. You need to press. If you are having a high line,
Yeah.
your forwards and your midfield need to be pressing very well. We were not doing that in second half, and that's why like balls kept coming in the space behind, and like one situation, then second situation, and third, and then we considered 2-3 goals. And then Jackson he sent in Jackson, who is a better presser. He removed Reece James, but then this red card came, and so first half it was like 4-2-2-2. Second half he moved the high line to high line.
Hold on, JC. Hold on.
Sorry?
You said 4-2-2-2?
Yeah, something like that.
4-2-2-2. No,
Yeah.
4-2-2-2?
Yeah.
4, 5, 6, 7, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
No,
10.
like 4-2, then 2, then 2.
All right,
And
4,
you can call it also 2-4-2-2. You can also
Okay.
call it 2-2-4-2, because
2-2-4-2.
the wing backs are moving up down little bit. Like the fullbacks are moving up and down little bit. And the rest are also like in a box way moving up down, and you could see like it was there were spaces like they would not be very static in this shape. They will be flexible, they will be rotating, they will be moving, they will be using the spaces. But you could see it like most of the time it was Dilap and it was Neto up front. We didn't have two wingers. And then we had like Palmer and Enzo in half spaces. Then we had Reece James and who was the other, like who started? Caicedo, or who was it? Like I don't remember. Old man. But it was like little bit like that. And to be throwing in when you are trying something new, I mean, do you put in Santos? maybe, but like he's coming in the team the other with new players around him. Maybe play with the players who have been playing for the 1 year together first and try the system. It was just one game, which was inconsequential, even if we lose against a good team. So he made a trial, I suppose, or maybe he this is the way he wants to play tomorrow as well. So that's why I'm saying I will be. It will be fun for me to see how, because if he goes back to 3-5, or he stays with the system, and like if he's changing the shape again, or if he's going to the back to the shape, and then is he putting in Santos or not? Maybe he's if he's going to be again having two up front, then maybe he's going Delap and Nkunku,
Yeah.
because that role in that shape, when you have two and one is just behind, just like Neto, you could play Nkunku there. And maybe that is the place. This is the way Nkunku would like to play, and maybe this is the reason he took him to USA.
Do you think they're gonna let him go before the season starts? From we've not seen any
It's up to the
reports,
manager.
we've not seen any links.
See, normally,
Yeah.
if I'm a manager and I have squad,
Yes,
and
sir.
the way I set up a team, it's up to me. I can make a player look rubbish, and I can make a player look baller. Not taking as a personal entity as an example, I can give you under Pochettino, Gallagher looked like a baller, and Enzo looked trash. Under this system, Enzo is balling out.
Mhm.
And so that system where the way Pochettino was playing suited and required a player like Gallagher,
Okay.
and more physical, more moving, little bit Biesla running around and all that stuff. With Maresca is little bit shape, tacticals, like numerical advantages, exploiting spaces, turnovers, soaking up the pressure and counter attacking, or making like retaining the ball, possession. It's different. So it's up to him to see which players fit. We don't see these players in the training.
No, we
he
don't.
is he sees his day in day out. So what I see is like I like to see is like next every game is a little bit interesting for me to see, like, okay, what will we see here. That enjoyment I'm getting now. I was not getting that with under Pochettino, because Pochettino, it was all the same: run and run, put them everybody in the shape, everybody runs and give the ball to Punt. With this manager, I see
Yeah.
different things, and that's interesting.
Thank you very much, JC, in the studio with us. Guys, if you're watching us live, my name is Nizam with Stephen G and JC in here with our wonderful Joseph. If you've seen a different phase here, you'll be wondering who is he? It's Joseph. He is a top Chelsea supporter. He has his own platform right there. The link of to his platform is right in the comment section below. Don't forget, you can click on it and support his platform. That's why he is here with us. Yusuf is here with us. JC is also here with us. Guys, like I said, we are here. We're live. Anyone watching us live, wherever you're watching this show from, whether X or YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It's very important to us over here. The only way that this channel can still thrive. We're very close to 4K. Very, very, very close to 4K. I know we have legends out there. We have those that can make that 4K reality. Those that are watching right now that haven't subscribed and haven't liked the show, I know you guys can get that done. So keep it coming. We really appreciate your time spending with us over here. We're discussing some few news surrounding Chelsea players. If you can remember, second window is open. The first window was just 10 days, and it's been shut closed literally for the those participating in the Club World Cup. But this one is for all again, and that lasts almost about a month. So yeah, there have been some few rumors on Nicholas Jackson leaving the football club. Report are saying also. DiMaggio reported this that Juventus and Juventus and Napoli Napoli are interested in the player. And there's been report that Napoli has made some few inquiries in the past, but Juve also at the moment are leading the race. So the signature of the Senegalese international, and also Chelsea. There's been some few reports on these young player by the name Kenan Yildiz. I think Yildiz is the name. Another exciting young talented player, left winger, good with both feet. He has a contract till 2029, and apparently there's been some few reports saying there's a release clause of 50 million on this player. Will Chelsea trigger that release clause and bring it in? I'll say from what I've seen so far, I know you don't have to look at just highlights to be convinced to say this player could be better for Chelsea. He's looking more exciting, but I don't know. I'm still with Dean, but I feel like if we're able to pay splash 50 million on Extavio Williams, who hasn't played in Europe before, but this guy's playing Champions League with Juventus, so there is a chance that you can look at him and say, okay, we can add you to our squad. If that's what the Chelsea owners are all in for young players, you can go for this guy. I've looked at him; he looks like a world beater. So yeah, these are some of the news that we are looking into in today's topics. BC Sports Live, brought to you by BlueClouds Media. So we have Eunice here. We'll go into JC. I don't know if Yusuf, you want to say anything before I go to JC or Steven. Someone is sharing something here. I'm sure it's Steven, right?
Yeah.
JC. Yusuf, go ahead if you want to add something to what.
Well, the only thing I wanted to say really is that Maresca is actually doing his press conference right now. That's the only thing I wanted to say. Yeah. So, yeah, that's the only thing really at the moment.
Thank you very much. I think this is coming from press conference, maybe reported by. This is from Fabrizio. Ben Jacobs said Enzo Maresca on Reece James. Reece James didn't train because he was ill. Levi Kowa was also ill, but he took part in the season. And Kendry
Session.
In the session, yeah. And Kendry is with us. He asked to spend time with us and train. We will see what the plan is in the next few weeks. Okay. So Kendry Pierce is with them, but he's not just going to get game time. He's training with the team. So Enzo Maresca can assess him. Yeah. So Enzo Maresca can assess him and see what he can provide to the team in the future. So thank you very much for that. Cole Palmer, thank you very much. And Makeem also, thank you very much. Makeem, Cole Palmer said, I think Noni leaving. Check. Okay, I've checked that one. Makeem said, big up to me and the whole BlueClouds Media crew. Big up to you, Makeem. More like Makeem. As usual, it says big up to all the panelists in the crew, everyone over here. So yeah, these are the news. I haven't heard. Let me hear what JC have to say regarding the young player. Kenan, wasn't last name again?
Kendry Pius.
No, not Kendry Pius.
Yildiz guy.
Yildiz.
Yeah, Kenan Jonas. Why do I keep forgetting? I'll say it within a few seconds time I forget it. JC, have you heard the latest news or rumors on the Nicholas Jackson and Kenan Jonas?
Oh, he put in the private chat that it said he'll be back in 5 minutes. I just realized that.
All right. So, okay. Let's go to what we have on the screen. Steven, read that for us. It's a bit small on my screen. So read that for us. A big up to you, Sportswear VJ in the stream. Says hello to everyone. And big up to you, VJ. Nice to see you back on the show. Hope you're doing very well. So, yeah, Steven, go for it.
Is that better?
Yeah, it's better for reading now. Yeah. But you can go for it.
So, yeah, these are just a couple more quotes from the conference. So, I'll start at the bottom one because that's the one that was said first. He said that when he was asked about the pressure to beat Tunis, technically there's not pressure to beat them because Chelsea only need a draw, by the way. But he said, when you're Chelsea manager, you're always under pressure and we'll do our best. And then he was asked about the weather and heat because I think it's like 37 degrees out there at the moment in Celsius. So for English, very hot. It's always impossible to train to make sessions because of the weather. We're just trying to save energy for the game. It's not easy with these conditions, but we're going to try to do our best.
Okay. And that's the first one, or there are more quotes coming?
There'll be more coming out. I'll get them up in a sec. I'll be back.
Okay. Let's hear from Jonas. Jonas, what do you make of the Kendrick Paez being part of the squad? Do you think that it will help his development, know how the manager plays? So even though he returns from Strasbourg on loan, he already figured out what his style is.
I mean, yeah, I think it'll be nice to see what Enzo Maresca thinks about Kendrick Paez. Obviously, like I think we signed him like when Enzo Maresca wasn't the manager, so he'll obviously want to see what Kendrick Paez is about, and then he'll probably decide if a loan to Strasbourg or a different club would be the best thing for him. I honestly think Strasbourg, because we saw how that went with Andre Santos, and it went really well, if I'm being honest. So, yeah, I think a loan to Strasbourg would be the best thing for Kendrick Paez at the moment.
Exactly. All right. See, there's some few more quotes coming in. If Steven comes back, he probably going to share that report from the press conference.
I'll actually check if there's another like few quotes.
Yeah, I'm seeing some few ones on my screen. I'm sure
There's
probably that's
more.
what.
I've got a few more here.
There's 35 seconds one. Nico Jackson.
I'll get that in a second. Okay. So he said he watched both. Excuse me. He watched both Tunis games. Watched some of their games in the league as well. Even against Flamengo, they were in the game until the end. For sure, it's going to be a tough game. The fans are important, but the players are going to play against each other. I always try to avoid excuses. I always try to be honest. It's reality. It's difficult to work with these temperatures, but we are here. We will try to win tomorrow's game. It's impossible to do a normal session. We did the session this morning quite short. Flamengo game, Cohen, Enzo on the ball were occupying what they did during the season. Off the ball, Cole was defending a little bit more wide. The owners just want the best for us and for the players game by game. They are not talking about final reward in terms of money. They never put pressure on us to win this tournament because of the money. And then Nico was not in the session because it's the day before the game. We just used the ones to prepare the game. That makes complete sense. I did see a report that Jackson wasn't in the session, so I did kind of think it's because he's suspended, so it makes sense to not have him involved.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, there's no point having someone who's not going to be involved because then you can only play certain players. So if he's not available, then what's the point in using him?
Guys, if you're watching this live, we're just going through the Enzo Maresca press conference is taking place right now here in America. So we are going through the tweets coming from our followers on the X reporting what is going on because we don't have a live feed. We can only go through what is being put out there.
There is obviously a stream, but we can't show you guys it, so it's kind of pointless.
Exactly. Good evening to our brother DJ. DJ, welcome back to the show. I'm not sure if you've seen some few rumors and gossip out there regarding Nicholas Jackson and also Chelsea link with Kenan Yildiz. Yeah. Jonas.
Yeah, big up me, big up everyone. No, I'll be honest with you, bro. I only got back home from work about 15 minutes. I've not had a chance to check anything. The only thing I checked at lunchtime was there was a lot of stuff coming out about Santos, which is a bit concerning for me as a Chelsea fan, reading what I'm reading, and it doesn't look good for him. The way it's all coming out, and it's worrying me. And I said this in the beginning about this to you guys. If Santos doesn't get playing time, there'll be a lot of other clubs that will definitely look at him and go for him. And I know Arsenal, for one, is keeping a big eye on this deal. And if we don't know how if we don't know how to do anything with this with him, we're going to lose him. I don't know what your thoughts are. Listen, I said I've only just jumped in. I don't know what you guys have been discussing on Jackson's situation. I know there's been a lot of stuff, rumors that have been coming out about him. I know there's been a lot of talk with a lot of links with Napoli and Juventus over the weekend.
Yeah,
I don't know how true they are. Look, I've also heard news about Mike Magnon as well from Fabrizio Romano's latest tweets that are going on that we're not going to bother pursuing a goalkeeper now or pursuing him anyway.
Ignore that. No, DJ.
You know?
He done a YouTube video 30 minutes before that saying we're looking at it.
Oh, okay,
Then
bro.
30 minutes later, he done the tweet going.
No. Listen to the end.
Yeah,
okay.
he done a YouTube video saying we're looking at it. We've been off the goalkeepers. It's a thing that we're sort of looking at. Maybe we'll go back in for mine and maybe someone else.
Okay.
30 minutes later was the tweet saying we're not going for him.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm not obviously. I'll be real with you, Steve. I've not even read the chance to read that, bro. And I've also read links to Koala Manani as well this weekend as well.
Yeah,
I saw those ones as well. I'm not sure how true they are.
Is he still a PSG player on loan?
He is.
He's okay.
Yeah,
he's a good
player.
But
I think my main concern though is not so much Jackson. It's more Andre Santos. And I said it to you already, guys. If they don't know how to look after this kid, he'll go to a club that will. And people can't just come out and say he's demanding. I don't think he's demanded to be playing first team football. He just wants to be given an opportunity. And Maresca doesn't seem to give a crap. He just seems to want to offload him. Yeah, go on, bro.
Do you know what's so easy about this, though? It's so easy. Do you know what you say to him? We've got to play. Okay, so Premier League's 38 games. The Champions League is 8 games. Yeah? That's 46 games. Yeah? You're going to play at least one game in each cup competition, FA Cup and Carabao Cup. That's 48 games, yeah? Depending on opponent, let's call it 50 games, yeah? Minimum, right? Plus, you got the Club World Cup that we're in now, yeah? Enzo can't play every game, Caicedo can't play every game, and Lavia is yet to be fit for a full season. There will be plenty of game time for him, so there shouldn't be an issue.
No, bro, I hope there isn't, because then what should be happening then is, because if you heard Stephen and everyone here in the stream here as well, Todd Bowley came out in a show. I don't know if you guys remember, before the Club World Cup, and said that they're looking forward to Andre Santos coming to Chelsea this season.
Yeah, he did.
Now I'm reading that and I'm thinking, who is actually making these decisions? Does he want him to come there, or is it Egbali and the stupid directors that want him sold? Because from what I'm seeing it doesn't look like even Maresca's had a chat with him regarding his role at Chelsea. And this is even more concerning if I'm a Chelsea fan listening to that. And we need to know what's going on with him, because I'm telling you now, he ain't going to get no short takers, bro. I mean, Arsenal like him. I know Bayern Munich like him. And I know Barcelona are looking at him as well. I mean, these are 3 serious clubs. They're not small clubs that are being picked out of a tin. Yeah, these are massive clubs that are looking at him. Okay, and they've got to sort the situation out with him, because I've got a feeling we could lose him. I don't know everyone's thoughts are on this at all.
Before I say something, JC's back. Before I say something, I want to know what was the context of the question before he reacted. The question is, do you think that Andrew Santos will be joining the squad next season?
Or has the future at Chelsea? Well, does Andre Santos be joining the squad for one? And if we're adding into that, does he have a future at Chelsea? I guess, which more or less sums up the whole of that, if you want to throw that in there.
Yeah, that's what we got to look at the context of the question first before we get angry or judge based on what his answers were or are. You get what I'm saying? All right. So Sports, we have 50 games and we have 5 quality midfielders. That's actually good from us, VJ. Big thank you very much, VJ, for your comments. JC, coming. I think you want to react to DJ's.
I just want to answer to DJ. My thought is, I am a little bit curious and interested, seeing a different system, and just now watched a little bit of Maresca. press conference, and he was saying, yes, like it's a process of evolving. So we will try going forward different things. And he drastically changed the shape of the team actually last game. And when these things are happening, I'm excited for the team. I worry about the team and the way we play. Worry in not sense that I'm concerned. I'm like my priority is the team, the squad, how we play football, and what are the tools to play the football. And everybody chips in. Now, at this phase, when he's adapting, changing systems, some player will have to wait. Some player, it might be even like Caicedo has to wait for five games before he starts, because he's experimenting, he's seeing, he's trying, and that's better for the club. And that should be the manager's priority. Now, if some player is pissed off because he didn't get first game time in the very first game. And let me put a disclaimer: Santos has been very quiet, very professional. It's not him who is making the noises, it's the fans. But if there is even 1% chance that Santos is making these noises, brother, get out. But he's not making it. He's patient, he's enjoying it. I'm telling you, he's happy, he's in USA, and he will be part of the team.
But what do you make of DJ's question on who is making these decisions? We reacted to what Bolly said, that Santos will be joining the team. DJ, can you rephrase that again, DJ?
Yeah, basically, if you guys remember the interview Todd Bowley had, I think it was for that Rich Magnet, or I forgot what it was called. And he basically
is it the one in Saudi?
Yeah, I think it might have been. I don't know if it was that. It was it was his very last interview he done, and he came out and said that we got, when they were asking about the transfer market, and he basically said we've got some exciting things happening. We've got obviously Andre Santos that everybody wants to see coming back, and will be part of the Chelsea squad next season. He came out and said that. And look, what JC's just said, I just want to add on to something, JC. It's not about the. I'm not saying it as a fan, bro. I care about the team in general. It is about the whole team. I get that, right? But at the end of the day, how I'm looking at it, right, is when everyone thought after the game, when we won our first game, okay, everyone was saying that Santos was more than likely going to start the second game. That's only because it was against Brazilian opposition. He knows the team very well, probably because he's played against them in the Brazilian league. His dad also came out and said as well in the comments that you must go and beat these guys because of that little thing, because of the I'm not calling it beef, but obviously the progression between the two teams. Obviously, they want to go win that game. They have to go and beat each other.
Flamengo are rivals.
Yeah. So for me, it's not all about. I get it's all about the team. All right. But at the end of the day, we got to also sometimes think about the individuals, because especially when you've got three midfielders sitting on the bench and you're playing Reece James as your midfielder, okay, for that majority of that game. For that majority of that game, JC, and then when he does make the changes, he brings Lavia on and keeps Santos on the bench. I mean, now our question marks will be asked that.
Hang on. Let me correct you. If fans were excited, hoping to see Santos, fans were also expecting 3-5. We didn't see 3-5. We saw 4-2-2-2. That's a total different system. Dads of player, keep them out of the club. We already had one, Mr. Mount. And it not only goes in the clubs, it goes at the grassroots levels. You see how much these dads and moms try to influence and affect the game of the players. The trainers want is like, bring your kids, stay out. And fans need to stop being dads as well.
Okay. All right. Very interesting. Big up to you, Mas. Mas of the Mas Sports World. Big up to you, brother. He said, Bully don't know football at all. Maybe a little NFL. he knows a little bit of football. That's from Amas. Thank you very much. That's our brother from Arsenal. Yes, Gunners are here. The Gunner man is in the studio today. All right, so let's hear more from Stephen. Anything you want to add to it? I think we lost studio.
Regarding
Joseph,
this, Nia,
yeah.
interesting. Regarding this statement
Yeah.
which Maresca made, the question was whether we can see Nkunku tomorrow. And he was already saying, like, I've seen Nkunku is training well 4-5 days, and obviously the players who have already played are a bit tired. So we will see some rotations. I was just thinking, just before the press conference, we were thinking like this system 4-2-2-2-2 or whatever this is, like where we have two forwards. This can be a better system for Nkunku, just behind a Delap or somebody, So, so I do not know if we see tomorrow Giu and Nkunku.
Have we ever seen Jackson up front and Cuckoo behind before? Did he ever work? Or do you think it's because Jackson is a different
But
kind
people
of a
playing
player?
3-5, and Nkunku was being deployed as a player in half spaces or like a 10.
Okay.
And this is different little bit. This is like two forwards, one, and they can adjust one little bit behind. When Delap was there and Neto was there, they were almost parallel up front. They were attacking.
Okay. Very, very interesting. JC comments over here, guys. Guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Drop a like on the video if you haven't. The likes will go a long way on today's topic. If you're just joining us, so we've had Bobby, we've had Cole Palmer, we have Mars from the Mars Sports World. We have Inter. It says Inter Miami versus Palmeiras tonight. Yeah, I can't wait to watch it. I want to watch more of Stavio Williams. I pretty much watched full 90 minutes of his two games so far. So the next game, is it second game? Or no, the third game, right? That's the third game. Yeah, this would be his third game. So that makes 3 games watching 90 minutes of Palmeiras, of Estavo Williams. There's more to come for us. Yeah. Guys, don't forget to like the stream and follow and subscribe more. We just pretty close. I think about less than, I don't know if it's less than about 100 or something to get to 4K. We're that close. We are that close. Let's make that magic happen. I know there is a magician out there who can make those numbers happen right now. So if you're there, you're a magician, you're watching right now, make that numbers happen as soon as possible. Atletico versus Botafogo should be a very, very good game to watch in an hour time. I can't wait. Right after the stream, going to get myself something to drink, smoothie, and then sit down and watch that. It's very warm in here right now. Very, very warm, but not in this room. Outside is very warm. We are looking at 92 degrees right now, Fahrenheit. So probably you guys will be talking about 31 or 32 Celsius, isn't it? It's 92 right now. A bit windy. That's what helps. But if it's muggy, then it's much more worse. To it. If you're done with everything, I think we discussed pretty much, unless there's something that just pop up on the screen. But if there isn't any, I'll take some few words from Yusuf. He's probably tired. He's gonna go to bed. Probably it is. I would say, what time would it be around? Is it almost about 8 or 9? Yusuf, is it 8 or 9 for you, right? One of them.
It's just coming up to 9 o'clock here in Romania.
Yeah. DJ, yeah, I remember.
Oh, bro, you're from Romania.
Yeah. That's Romania right now.
Are you actually Romanian?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Okay, what part of Romania are you from?
I'm from Pașcani. Do you know where that is?
No, I'm not. Do you know? I'm going to ask my wife. Do you know where Pașcani is in Romania? You do. I'm only asking because my wife is from Mongolia in Romania, Constanza.
Oh wow, that's nice.
Yeah, Yusuf, he was the one
That's
I
what
was telling you.
asking.
I was talking to you about that. He was just coming from Romania on holidays.
Yeah,
Oh,
I just only
nice.
just got back. We only got back last week. We got back.
Yeah.
Nice. Did you enjoy it? Did you enjoy it?
I do, mate. Yeah, obviously my wife's Romanian. One of my best friends is Romanian, So I've been there for quite a while. I've been to Romania quite a lot. It seems to be a regular man there, and obviously my heritage country, Portugal, are the two countries we mainly go to when we try and go. But
very
yeah,
nice.
that's nice. It's nice to know. It's nice to know. I didn't know that, bro, until obviously Neeg's now telling me. It's a small world, bro.
Yeah,
It's
man.
good to know that. That's cool.
Yeah,
Man.
very
That's
good.
cool.
Yeah.
Giorgio Haji. Yeah, you guys remember Haji? One of
Oh,
the
yeah, of
course.
Haji.
Who
Giorgio Haji.
who doesn't know about Lakatos? Let's not forget Popescu. Let's not forget Dan Petrescu.
Right.
Yeah,
Dan Petrescu. Yeah. Played for
Radachoyu.
Chelsea, I'm pretty sure.
He did, bro. He did.
Haji, I was very
we
sure.
know Haji.
Haji, he was the one that I got to know much. Without him, I wouldn't know Romania.
Nothing about Romania.
But
Radachoyu,
yeah,
Lakatos, all these, man. All good players.
Yeah, Haji during the World Cup, what a player. What a player.
And let's not forget Adrian Mutu.
His son's a decent, his son's a decent footballer as well.
Oh, wow.
He's at Rangers, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. He's very good. His son is very good. I'm surprised no club in the Premiership's made a move for him, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I'm very surprised of how, like, genuinely, I don't mind if Chelsea go for him.
Yeah, he's a good player, mate. Very good. Like his dad.
Yeah, man.
All right, guys. This is
legend.
just by the way. Yeah, creating more friendship and then getting to know each other on the platform is very, very important. Steven, are you back? We're still having here from Steven. I'll go to Eunice. Eunice, let's go to you. Yeah, is it Yusuf? Yeah, Yusuf or Eunice?
Yusuf, yeah.
Sorry, Joseph. Let's go to you. We're about to wrap up. So, any something you want to say in less than 60 seconds for the show and related to your channel also?
Yeah, first of all, I just wanted to say it's a pleasure having me on as always. Yeah, I will say, so make sure you subscribe to my channel, Yosis Chelsea Blues. I'm sure the link has been put in the comments already. We are on about 200. We're on 245 subscribers. I want to get to 500. That's my aim for this year. So 500 subscribers by the end of the year. Hopefully we get that. I do basically transfer news, Premier League predictions, the Chelsea watch-alongs of all basically Champions League, Europa League, Conference League. And yeah, I try to do match day vlogs for Chelsea when I go as well. So yeah, basically you're just getting great content on my channel. So yeah, make sure you subscribe. And yeah, one thing I do want to say is, well, we touched on Jackson. I mean, I'll say I don't mind if he goes, but if like the only thing where I'm happy with him going is if we get a better replacement in for him. That's the only thing that I'm happy with if Jackson goes, because if we let him go, then we don't get anyone else in. I don't see the point, if I'm being honest. So yeah, that's my say on the matter. And we obviously saw the news on Madueke earlier that apparently Arsenal and Chelsea have been in talks for him, and apparently 50 mil is what Chelsea value him at. And I think that's a fair price, if I'm being honest. But yeah, we'll see if Chelsea actually go ahead with that sale. But if I'm honest, I'd keep Noni. I won't really sell him, in my opinion.
Yeah, thank you very much, guys. I have pinned his channel link there. Just subscribe. Click on it. Subscribe. A little bit will go a long way. I always say on this platform, let's support small content creators, and that's the only way they can also grow. I used to be a 1, I used to be 100, I used to be 200 and 300 until getting close to 4K. It's a long journey, but no, we are gonna get there one day. Steven Steven is back on the show. Steven, we're about to wrap up over here. A few words from you regarding anything that we've talked about. Hopes for tomorrow. Definitely, guys, we'll be back again for match a review of tomorrow. I mean, preview of tomorrow's game before kickoff. So yeah, watch out for that.
Check your Discord message in a second from me.
Yeah. I'll check it.
Huh?
Yeah, I've got it.
Okay. But yeah, so firstly, we've consistently across both platforms combined been around 50 viewers today. So shout out to everyone that's been in here.
And new subscribers also. New subscribers today.
Have we got new ones as well? Yeah.
Yeah. New
Sweet.
people. Almost
keeping
about
that momentum going. So
almost about
YouTube
6 people
us at last,
today.
So Thanks for once, YouTube. But if you are new and you haven't subscribed yet, please do that. Hit the bell notification and don't forget to like the stream as well. Go over to Twitter or X if you really want to call it that, and follow BlueClouds Media over there. I will also quickly just say, chuck me a follow over there as well. This is my page over there. I've just hit just over 100 followers in the last week. So
Well done, bro. Well done.
yeah. So
well done.
go give me a follow as well as following BlueClouds Media. Of course, it only says follows you because I have to use my second account on my laptop now because Twitter kicked my main one and won't let me log back in because that's clever. But I've still got that one on my phone, so I can still use that one there. But yeah, so this is my one. I just hit over 100 follows this week. But yeah, follow me and BlueClouds Media on there. Follow BlueClouds Media on all social media platforms that you've got. And yeah, we'll be back again tomorrow. Is it 1 or 2 streams tomorrow?
I'm not so sure yet. I'm not so sure.
Okay.
Depending on if you have any very related transfer news tomorrow, then we'll go
So
live
if anything
for
comes out, we'll
before.
do too.
Yeah.
Okay.
What we are trying to do is what we're trying to do is because of the World Club competition going on and the transfer window also going on, we're trying to put in 2 streams each and every day. But if there is no latest developing transfer,
we don't want to recycle the same news.
Yeah.
We don't want to Fabrizio Romano, you guys, in terms of just constantly giving you the same stuff because you know how he likes to do 5, 10, 15 tweets on one transfer. But yeah, so big up to everyone that's been in here, everyone that's been on the stream, Yusuf, DJ, JC, obviously Nee as well. I think that's everyone that's been on the panel today. So big up to everyone. Big up to everyone in the chat, I've already said. And yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow. And hopefully Chelsea will then go on to do the job and do the business tomorrow night, 2 a.m. for me. Because I ain't staying awake to watch
that
us
makes 2, bro.
against this team I've never heard of.
Yeah.
Makes 2.
I am staying awake. I'm just saying I don't want to be staying awake to see us somehow fumble.
Yeah.
And that's going to be 4 a.m. for you, innit, bro? In Romania.
Yeah, it is.
Damn, boy, that's super late. I remember watching the Conference Cup final in Romania 2 hours ahead. 10 o'clock it was.
Yeah,
that
that
wasn't too bad though.
That wasn't too bad. Yeah, I did
bad.
I did watch the 2 Chelsea Conference League games. Yeah, 10 o'clock. But yeah,
and the PSG final as well. And the PSG final, I watched that as well.
Yeah, wow.
10 o'clock.
All right,
man.
Master Atletico versus Botafogo should be a very good game. Okay, I think I read that one. I think I've gone through all of these. Very interesting stream today. Happy stream. I'm very happy. DJ got in a bit late, but we were able to get the few words that he put up are just very powerful. JC, we lost JC. He never head back. I think JC left. Okay, send a message here.
You sent a message. I just saw it. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much, JC. I didn't see your message on time, but thank you very much. I know you probably got some few stuff to do, but we'll catch you on the other side, JC. And Yusuf, DJ Saf, Stephen G, guys, I always say Lil Desperados.
Hang on to hope.
Absolutely. Guys, hang on to hope. There will be, I always say, there are better days ahead of us. Forget about what has happened in the past. We got more good days to come. Billy, be a believer. It will happen. It will happen.
That's
yeah. It will happen. Whatever you're trying, you remember. I always say this. There are thousands of fishermen. There are thousands of YouTubers. There are those that started 20 years ago, and there are those that started 4 days ago. There are some people that started 20 years ago have 1 million, and there are people that started a few months ago. They also have 1 million.
I know.
There's lots of fishermen. There are lots of fishermen that go fishing.
Yes,
those that wake up in the middle of the night, they cast their net into the sea, they grab fish. You can go in the evening. Later in the evening, you can also grab one. So it's not finished. There's still things out there for you. So never lose hope in life. Always keep on striving, keep on fighting, and you get.
Can I just chuck one more thing in as well?
Yes, sir. Go for it.
So, because you said about new subscribers, I have just looked, and we have gained nearly 10 new subscribers today. So shout out to every
Well
single one
done.
of them.
Big up to everyone. Big up to everyone
Well
here.
done. Well done.
And like you said, Lee, right? We hang on to hope, mate. You know, this whole thing you've just said is spot on. You know, the one thing that can start it all off by is getting that bum Sanchez out of our team. That'll just make my day.
I echo that.
That'll make my day.
We have a party
That'll
on
make my
that.
day.
We have a party on stream.
Guys, if you subscribe,
mate.
all those new subscribers, don't forget Yusuf. Yusuf is right there, out there, right down underneath Stephen G.
Yeah.
Over there, down there, over there.
I've subscribed
down there.
to his channel. Already done that.
Subscribe to his channel and support
Yeah,
his
thank you
platform.
very much.
Yeah, good. It's a good mate, guys. He's a good mate over here. So yeah, subscribe to the platform. And Eric, big up to you, Eric. Where have you been? Eric.
Big up, Eric. Big up.
Big up, Eric.
Eric, Jay, what's the name? Is it Talkpa? I don't want to butcher your name, but Eric, I'll be free, so I don't butcher your name. Says, so what the latest information for Chelsea FC transfers? Sorry, I just came in. Okay, I know, but you guys, I own you guys a lot, so although you were about to head out and you're just joining me, I'll give you a little. I'll just summarize everything we just discussed in just 60 seconds for you. I hope that will make your day, brother. I hope that will make your day. But the latest news is there haven't been much. There's been some few rumors. News coming from DiMaggio, that's an Italian journalist, who said that there has been some few teams, the likes of Juventus and Napoli, who are interested in signature for Nicholas Jackson. Nicholas Jackson, we know there's been some few disciplinary issues with him regarding him receiving red cards in the fast. And would I say in the last would I say maybe 2-3 months now? He's been getting two red cards in 3 months.
Two in the last 2 games.
Yeah. In the last 2 months, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, in the last 2 months, 2 red cards in the last 2 months, which is not good for a player of his caliber. And things have to change. So there's been rumors that Juventus and Napoli are in for him, but Juventus apparently are the team leading the race for his signature. And also there is another young player by the name Kenan. Kenan, what, guys? Jonas, right?
It's Yildiz, isn't it?
Yildiz.
Yildiz. He's Turkish winger.
Turkish German. I think Czech and German, born by Turkish and German parents, but he plays for the Turkish national team.
What a player, by the way.
Yeah. So reports are saying that Chelsea have inquired of, finding out if they can get him. And apparently his release clause is 50 million. There's a release clause for him for 50 million. He has a contract till 2029. He's very young. He's very, very good with both feet. His strength is within the 2 feet. Left, right, he can play on the left-hand side for now, but I think that he can also play on the right-hand side if he's that good with both feet. He is also very, very young, and I've seen some few highlights on him. You can check him out on YouTube or X. Figure it out if you're convinced that he can come in and do a job for Chelsea. And also news on Nicholas Jackson. There are other news regarding Malo Gusto, but then we'll look into it and probably put it on the table tomorrow if they're concrete. And also we did talk about Enzo Maresca's press conference today. With that one, you have to go to X or maybe replay the stream again. That you can when you go back in the stream, I think maybe 20 minutes from now, you will be able to get some of the news that came out from Enzo Maresca's press conference.
Minutes.
Yeah. So I think that's what we have for you, Eric. Thank you very much for joining us on the show today. As usual, Nizal, Stephen G, Yusuf, DJ Sav, we are out. We're out of here for the day. See ya.
Peace, everyone. Peace, everyone.
Peace. Been a pleasure.
Yep. See you guys at the same time tomorrow. Bye for now.
You are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. You are a winner, feel no pain. You are a winner, feel no pain. Every move I make, I got the stamina. Eyes on the prize, never lose sight. Grinding every day, pushing through the night. Got the fire in my soul, never back down. In the ring of life, I'm the one with the crown. Sweat and tears, yeah, I paid the cost. Every battle fought, I'm never lost. Hit the ball, feel no winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. Every challenge met, every goal in sight. In the gym, on the grind, it's a warrior's fight. From the bottom to the top, yeah, I've been there. With the heart of a lion, I face the dare. No fear, no limits, just pure drive. In the race of life, I'm alive. With every push, with every strain, I'm a winner, feel the gain.
Hit the floor, feel the power. In this moment, it's our hour. Rise above, break the chain.
You're a winner, feel no pain. You are a winner, stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. In this moment, own your name. You are a winner in this game. You are a winner, stand tall, be